Welcome to Average J's Movies and TV, the place where you can find all you want to know about movies and television. Today, we take a look back at the sequel for the spin-off of the Rocky Balboa franchise. After the success of Creed, a sequel was put into motion. Get ready for round 2 as we take a look at 10 fascinating facts about Creed 2. Number 1. Stallone almost directed. In 2015, Creed was a smash hit, both with critics and with audiences. A sequel was inevitable. In October of 2017, it was reported by Sylvester Stallone himself that he would be stepping back into the director's chair for Creed 2, along with being a producer on the film. Stallone even wrote the screenplay himself. After much consideration, the decision was made that Stallone would not direct the film. Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone collaborated and personally chose Stephen Cable Jr. as the director for the sequel. Number 2. Ivan Drago returns. At the end of Rocky IV, Ivan Drago is defeated by Rocky Balboa in his home country. For many years when discussing the film, Sylvester Stallone would indicate that his idea for Drago's future would be he returned home in disgrace and became addicted to alcohol and drugs. In this movie, Drago returns with a vengeance. We do get confirmation that Drago went back to his country in disgrace, however, instead of spiraling out of control. Ivan would plot his revenge by coaching his son to become a boxer who would face off one-on-one against Adonis Creed in the fight of a lifetime. Number 3. Apollo cameo in the original script. In Rocky IV, Apollo Creed met his end at the hands of Ivan Drago in an exhibition boxing match that went terribly wrong. The heart and turmoil of this film comes from both Rocky and Adonis dealing with the death of Apollo. According to Dolph Lundgren, the original script did have a cameo from Carl Weathers, the actor who portrayed Apollo Creed in the first 4 Rocky pictures. Lundgren never went into great detail about how Apollo would be featured, but said it was a little hokey and he may have come back as a ghost or something. Plans and the script clearly changed as Apollo did not make an appearance in this film. Number 4. The Search for Viktor. As mentioned in our number 2 fascinating fact, Creed 2 sees the return of Ivan Drago, the man responsible for killing Adonis Creed's father. After the events of Rocky IV, Drago would spend years preparing for payback against Rocky Balboa for disgracing him in his own country. That payback would come in the form of his son, Viktor Drago. The search for an actor to portray Viktor was not an easy one. The search took several months, and the studio looked all over the world. UFC fighter Sage Northcutt heavily campaigned to get the role of Viktor, but the producers ultimately passed. The role ended up going to Florian Munteanu, a German boxer. Munteanu had the physical stature and intense presence that the filmmakers were looking for, and it shows in the film as he was a worthy opponent for Adonis. Number 5. Deleted scene. In a move that disappointed fans of the Rocky franchise, there was a scene filmed where Rocky Balboa and Ivan Drago get into a physical altercation. The scene was filmed in a hospital and was broken up shortly after the fists started to fly. The scene was ultimately cut from the theatrical release, but is available for viewing. As a fan of the Rocky film franchise, were you disappointed this fight wasn't in the movie? Let us know down in the comments. Number 6. Creed's entrance song. In the first Creed film, Adonis fought for the world title in the final fight. Creed's entrance song was Hail Mary by the legendary Tupac Shakur. Michael B. Jordan once auditioned for the role of Tupac in the biopic, All Eyes on Me. The role for that film eventually went to Demetrius Shipp Jr. For Creed 2, Donnie went for a more personal approach. The song Adonis came out to was titled, I Will Go to War, and it was performed by Bianca, played by Tessa Thompson. Tessa performed the song for real, as she has a musical background. Thompson was part of a band called Caught a Ghost for several years before the first Creed movie. Number 7. Rocky Jr. Rocky Balboa's son was born in Rocky II when Adrian gave birth to the baby boy before falling ill herself. Rocky's son in that film was portrayed by Sylvester Stallone's youngest son, Sergio. Stallone's other son, Sage, would be cast in the role as Rocky's son in Rocky V. For Rocky Balboa, the 6th entry into the Rocky franchise, his son was played by Milo Ventimiglia, who was most known at the time for his role in the show, Heroes, and would go on to become recognized as the father in the hit show This Is Us. Milo would reprise his role as Robert at the end of Creed 2. This would mark the first time that an actor has played Rocky Balboa's son in multiple movies. Number 8. Filming delay. A sequel to Creed was announced quickly after the first movie was a massive success. However, filming was delayed. Ryan Coogler, The writer-director of the first Creed film, along with Michael B. Jordan, were both busy right after Creed. The Coogler-Jordan combo had the independent hit, Fruitvale Station, followed by Creed 1. After that, they completed the trifecta by working on the Marvel film Black Panther together. The work on Black Panther delayed the Creed sequel and even forced Coogler to drop out of directing due to the massive amount of post-production work for Black Panther. Coogler would stay on as a producer of the film. Filming for this movie ultimately began in March of 2018, approximately 3 years after the first Creed movie hit theaters. Number 9. Final appearance for Rocky? Rocky Balboa has had several possible final appearances. Sylvester Stallone had previous plans to have the Italian Stallion die in both Rocky III and in Rocky V, but plans ultimately changed. For Rocky V, the studio told the director John Avildsen that heroes like Rocky don't die. In the sixth film, Rocky Balboa, the conversation came back up as to if it was the end of Rocky. In the final scene of the movie, Rocky is visiting Adrian's grave. As he is walking away, the shot focuses on flowers that Rocky left for his departed wife, and a blurry shot of Balboa in the background fades away. Upon the release of that film, there was a lot of assuming that this meant Rocky Balboa eventually died as well, without outright showing him passing. Clearly, Rocky was still alive, as he came back for Creed and Creed 2. In this film, it appears as though Rocky and Stallone both have closure in the story, passing the torch to Michael B. Jordan and Adonis Creed. The last words Rocky says to Adonis is, "It's your time now," and Rocky's last scene shows him visiting his son. Balboa did not appear in the third Creed film. While we cannot predict the future, it appears that Creed 2 is the last time that we see the Italian Stallion. Number 10. Another box office success. Creed 2 was an epic addition to the Rocky Creed franchise, and the audience agreed. Creed 2 achieved impressive box office success, grossing over $214 million worldwide. This was approximately $40 million more than the first Creed film. The success solidified Michael B. Jordan's status as a major box office draw and showcased the enduring appeal of the Rocky series, now rejuvenated for a new generation. Thank you for joining us. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on notifications to find out more fascinating facts about the world of movies and television. What was your favorite part of Creed 2? Let us know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, check out 10 fascinating facts about the first Creed movie and the original 6 Rocky movies. I put links in the video description below. If you have a movie or TV show that you are interested in learning more about, please leave it in the comments section below. Thank you all and be safe.